In this video, we're going to review how to express large numbers in English. As a quick review, I just want to remind you of the pronunciation of some commonly mistaken numbers and review our cardinal numbers. Remember, cardinal numbers are the numbers that we use to count. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also have ordinal numbers, and we use those to put things in order, such as first, second, third. Our ones numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. In the tens place, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Be careful. One common mistake is people often pronounce 50 as fixty, and they combine the 50 and the 60 together. When we get to the hundreds, we have numbers 100, 200, 300, all the way up to 900. And remember, 100 is singular. The same as with thousands. We say 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. We don't say 4,000s. Also, in English, if a large number ends with two zeros, we can say the word hundred. So for example, this number is expressed as 8,900. You can also say 8,900. This number can be expressed as 4,200 or 4,200. Let's look at some large numbers. So when we look at large numbers in English, we have to pay special attention to the commas. The commas will always help us express the number correctly. The other thing that we want to do is look at numbers in groups of 3, if possible. And so here we have 3 numbers together, and this number is 200. And then we have a comma, and this first comma in English is 1,000. And then we have another group of 3 numbers. So in order to say this, I look at the 3 numbers in this group, the comma, and then the 3 numbers that follow. And I read from left to right, just like I do with words. So this number is 875. The comma tells me I say 1,000. And then the last 3 numbers are 200. So this number is expressed as 875,200. We'll do some more examples here in a minute, but the second comma is million. And so here I'm color coding them. And again, I have 3 numbers before that comma. And so I'm going to say 701,875,200. Now, we have to use the word hundred here. A common mistake that people will make is instead of saying 875,200, they'll say 875,200. Or here they'll say 701 million. And we can't do that when we have commas. If we're just expressing the last 3 numbers, I can say, for example, this number is 875. But if I'm dealing with numbers with commas, I have to say the word hundred. So 875,000. In this case, one more time, 701,875,200. After millions comes the billions place. Notice here I have a 0, so I don't have to say 100. The numbers before the comma are now 56. And here I have zeros, so I don't have to say those. I just say the number. Okay? So this number is expressed 56 billion 1 million 875,001. Again, 56 billion 1,875,001. And after the billion is the trillion, comma. So again, I read any group of numbers before the comma. 23 trillion 456 billion 701 million 875,200. So these are very large numbers. They are not always easy to express. And so let's practice a little bit. And here I'm going to start with a number and then I'm going to grow that number. Okay, so again, this number is 675. Because there's no commas, I can say, I'm sorry, this number is 765. Because there are no commas, I can say 765. But if I add a comma and numbers go before that, now I must use the word hundred in expressing this number. Okay, and so this number is 23,765. 23,765. Let's do another one. If I have this comma here and this comma here, this comma is million, this comma is thousand. So I'm going to read in groups of three, and I will say 376,087,450. Again, I use the word hundred because there's commas in my number. 367,087,450. Another one. Here I have the fives. So this is 500,555,500. Here's a large number, 1,000, million, billion. So I read the number before the billion, before the comma, and I say 12 billion 300 million 500,000. And there are no numbers after this, so I don't have to express anything here, although those numbers exist. So 12 billion 300 million 500,000. I hope this video was helpful, and if you have questions, please put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them.